I bought a GIGAMINX. Not quite sure why. And I'm going to try and solve it without help. I'm going to pull a Perm, solve it without any tutorial. I'm horrible at GIGAMINX. I average about 3 minutes, so this is going to be fun. And it's not magnetic, so this is your average Perm. So half this battle is going to be scrambling this, and I'm going to time it on the CS timer just to see how awful it actually ends up being. Let's get scrambling. Let's skip through this because I know you don't want to see it. I'd personally say this is scrambled enough. So, do a little bit of this, but like, I'm going to go from this, and I have a vague idea on how to do this. I've never watched anyone actually solve one really, but I can do 5x5 and I can do GIGAMINX and I can do 3x3, so it can't be that bad surely. The only thing I'm worried about is parity, but just gonna have to get to that hurdle when I get to it. Alright, enough blabbering. I'm going to start the timer. Here we go. So what I think I need to start with is like making bits like this. I think you have to make stuff like that. Hang on. That's 1 center done. 11 more to go. Right. I just remembered this has to be sold like a GIGAMINX after it's done. not 3x3. Because why wouldn't it? Why would it, you know? And it's so awful to turn, and I got a good one as well. Because there's only one magnetic one, and I'm not that dedicated to GIGAMINX where I'm going to buy a 40 quid GIGAMINX. I just want to have one for the sake of having one, because why? That's cool. And also just so I have something to solve rather than to speed solve it, because let's be realistic, I'm never going to get under 10 minutes on this, no matter what I do. One thing I'm perpetually horrible at is looking for pieces. That's why I suffer seriously doing anything bigger than a 4x4. I'm almost done third center. There we go, almost done. That's 3 centers done. Okay. Moving on to red. All in on red, am I right? It's going to be my quote for my life, all in on red. I think I'd be done now if I actually got something that could turn properly. Like, it's just, like, its main feature is locking up. But I'm not, as I said, I'm not getting something that I'm not going to use. And this is probably the only time I'm really going to solve this. At least, like, I'll probably end up solving it against my will at some point, because that's what happens with any cube that's bigger than a 3x3 to me. No one understands. You know, people don't understand me. I need to shut up. These centers are getting easier, because, well, there's less to look for. And I'm getting into a bit of a rhythm. I was about to say, can I sub 10%ers? But it'd be quite hard to do, considering it's 10.5 minutes in. Okay. Final 2 centers. I didn't think of this bit. I don't know how to do commutators on a GIGAMINX. Just going to... I'll work with it though. Power through. Come on. Oh, hang on, that's good. Okay. Can I do it? Oh, wait, no, this is easy. That was easy. Okay, we've got every single center done on the GIGAMINX. That didn't take as long as I thought. Now I've got to make the edges. That's where it gets difficult. That's... Whoa. Can now make pairs into here, like that, and then I'll do that. There we go, that's this can be where my pairs get put in, and currently I need to find one like this. Small problem, only seems to work on top corners, but that's okay. I'm not doing this I'm not speed solving this, I'm just solving this. I'm making it up as I go along. Learning things I didn't know before. That is what it's all about, obviously. Let's see. Oh my god, I did it. No parity. If I do that, I've made every edge. Made every edge. Can now solve it like a, a GIGAMINX, which still isn't fun because it's GIGAMINX, and the only person I've ever met who has ever liked GIGAMINX is Aiden Granger. The only person I've ever met. Okay, of course he's on the right spot. If I mess up this stage, and a 1 and a 2, that needs to go in there. That needs to go in there. Little drum roll. That needs to go in there. 36 minutes, 11 seconds, 6 milliseconds for a GIGAMINX. Honestly, I don't think that's too bad. For my first time ever doing it without help. Never really watched anyone do it before. Guessed pretty much all of it. That wasn't bad. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.